Hey YouTube, you'll have to excuse the darkness. We are in the middle of a really bad storm, and you may actually hear some thunder. It's lulling down now, but it comes and goes. And we're on backup power at the moment. I don't have a lot of lights running on it. I have just a few, just to have a way to get around. But these rainstorms, they are opportunities to sit and think about things. And let me grab my coffee. I started thinking about the things that have brought me here to this place and all the things. Would you have done something differently if you knew then what you know now? How many of you sit back and think about those things? Let me give you a little background as to what got us here. It is a twisted tale of crooked banks and dealing with family members. The first lesson I learned out of all this, and the most prominent that I've learned, is never trust a bank. I don't care how much they say that they are putting you ahead. They're putting you first. Any bank that says that you are more than just a number to them, they're lying to you. And let me tell you why. Before I lived out here, I lived in the city. Not real close to the city, but I lived in Spring, Texas. I had a nice little plot of land. And went through a bank to get it. All the money I had saved, the savings bonds and things from when I was a kid, that was going to be my first real property after things were done. We paid that bank religiously every month, on time, refinanced the balloon, paid some more, And then when the balloon came up the second time, our credit was spotless. We had no problems. Came time to refinance. I said, no, we're not going to. So we asked them, well, can we modify and just continue paying? We've only got, at the rate we're going, maybe 5 more years to pay. Can we pay at the rate that we're paying? No, we're not going to modify. Sell it or lose it. We're going to foreclose if you don't sell it. Now, we had paid that bank religiously. Never missed a payment. I'm telling you right now, this is not a lie. There had never been a late payment or anything. That property was in good standing, and they rubber stamped a foreclosure on us, or tried to. So we had to sell, and we had to sell quick as hell, which meant we lost our shirts on it pretty much. And I had to find another place to live. Well, the second time, take 2 of owning property, this one, I got cash. No bank can take it. Taxman might be able to, but no bank can take it. We don't owe anybody anything for it. The lesson there is what I found out later. If a banker or a person handling your property sees an opportunity to make an immense profit at your expense, they will. What actually happened? They were putting in, I think was it Chevron? It was some large oil company's headquarters, world headquarters, was going to be built near the Woodlands, near Northgate Crossing. And the Grand Parkway, which was going to bring all kinds of light and medium industry into the area, was green lighted. So overnight, all that property out there, including ours, it skyrocketed in value because industry was coming to the Spring area around there. And all that banker saw, or whoever ran that crap, all they saw was, hey, I can rubber stamp these people, reclaim the property, flip it, and make a fortune. They don't care about you. You're not a person. You're a number. You're just a little money-making engine. And if they have a chance to upgrade the engine, they're going to screw you up the ass. And that's what they did. That's what they did, or tried to do. We managed to sell it, but like I said, we also found out how crooked realtors are. A lot of realtors out there have a pool of well-to-do people that they know that go around buying these foreclosures, but the way they do it is they do it in such a way that they'll get somebody to pose as a buyer out of their pool, and they'll hold on to the house, and this keeps it off the market while it's under contract. They'll hold on to that house until the last day of the grace period of the contract, and then they'll back out and take off. That puts you that much closer to foreclosure. And they'll do this however many times it takes to get your back against the wall, and then you'll have to sell your property for a song. And they've just stolen from you. They've robbed you. And that also was going on. That also was going on. We finally did find somebody outside of the realtor to buy it, and that was done. But realtors are the most compulsive liars you can ever deal with, and they're just as big a crook as the banks. They'll take advantage of a man who's got his back against the wall, or they'll make it so that you are against the wall, and then they'll steal your land off you for a fraction of its value. But if you do find a good realtor, stick with them, know who they are, and you'll do okay. Now, the second lesson I learned was going through family on things. That first property, I invested that savings, and my mom invested some of her savings. And this pains me to say. And this turned into all kinds of crap. It's better to run your own financial ship. Because I was, and still am, disabled and on a fixed income, there was no way in hell I could get my own property easily. So went through family to do it. And I got drugged through so much crap. And even up to this, because she still had a handle on it, because a lot of that was still in their name, because they still had a handle on the money, I had to jump through a lot of hoops, but I finally played the chess game until I got them in a corner where they had to deed this over to me. So I got my place. It took me 40 years to get it. 40 years of being alive. 40 some odd. Yeah. Took me that long to get a place I could call my own, and that I could share with my other half. And I'll tell you right now, you're much better off if you have a little bit of cash. You're much better off finding a piece of land somewhere for cash. Don't ever go through a bank. You'll be indebted the rest of your life, and they'll yank the rug out from you, under you, at the first opportunity. So if I knew then what I know now, that's what I would have done. I may have gone through family because it really was the only avenue I had at the time. Sometimes you're limited in your options, and these are the choices you have to make. But I never, ever would have gone through a bank. Ever. And this is a lesson to all you youngins out there. You watch out when you deal with a bank. You look at what's happening right now in the foreclosure market. There's a lot of people just like me who kept their bills paid and paid everything on time, never missed one, and a lot of people over the last couple of years have lost their homes. There's a lot of ghost towns out there, people who were screwed by the bank, who are in good standing. So if you can buy it cash, if you're living with your parents right now and you haven't gotten out on your own, this is the time that you should be. Don't buy those iPods and stupid toys and all this crap. Put your money away so that you have a few $1,000s. You can buy an acre for less than $5,000 if you look around. It's easy. You may not be living in the middle of the city, but you'll be way better off than a lot of people who are. Think of all those people who lost their homes because a bank screwed them over. Or a lender. If you don't have to borrow, you're a mile ahead of the game. And when the shit hits the fan and people are losing their houses, your property will be solid as long as you keep the taxes up on it. So that's the one lesson in life you can learn is never compromise your house. But that's all I got to say. I was just thinking of that, if I knew then what I know now, like the song says, I'd be much stronger. But I guess that's it. Y'all have a good one. And thanks for watching my videos. Remember, a man that invests in his future is a more solid person at the end.